Well, this morning when I woke up, I was in for some snow and some adventure. You know, those kind of mornings when you step outside your front door and the cold air hits your face and you just find all the fun that you can. That's what I was looking for. Unfortunately today, there's no snowflakes on the ground where I live. But I grabbed my snowshoes, hopped in the car and drove 30 minutes to the next city over, and here we are. Now, I haven't done a lot of snowshoeing in the past, but one thing I have learned is that it's always more fun with friends. So today I'm inviting you to join me to strap on some snowshoes, to hit the trails, and we're gonna have some fun right here in this winter wonderland that is Vancouver Island explored. My name is Dan King, and I live on an island in the Pacific Ocean off the west coast of Canada. Over the last few years, I've been showing off this incredible place that I call home to people from all over the world. Last season, it was all about my favorite summer destinations. But this time around, I'm inviting you to join me in exploring the beauty of the winter months here. And I want to introduce you to some of the interesting people that I've met along the way. Welcome to Vancouver Island Explored, Winter Wonderland. Well, welcome to Port Alberni. We're at the Alberni Harbor Quay to begin our adventure today, and my name's Dan King. If we haven't met yet, I've been your host as we've been exploring the winter wonder of Vancouver Island. So Port Alberni is situated at the head of the Alberni Inlet. It's kind of central on the island, but it's still connected to the Pacific Ocean through this inlet that is 40 kilometers long. It's the largest inlet on the entire island. In fact, interestingly, back in 1964, a tsunami hit the island, connected with something called the Good Friday earthquake, and it came all the way up the inlet. And it hit this community. 375 homes were damaged, another 55 were washed away. But of course, that does not define this community that has continued to grow in vibrance. Some incredible people here, a place surrounded by mountains and lakes. It is a beautiful island city right here on the Pacific Ocean. But the reason that we're here is not only to show you the beautiful views of this place, but it's also because when I woke up on the east coast of the island where I live, there was no snow this morning, but I heard there was here. It's the winter is different on Vancouver Island theme again that we've been talking about. I can wake up in one spot, no snow, drive just a short distance, and there is snow. Another one of these short drives to the snow that everybody on the island takes is up to the mountains. And so that's why I've brought my snowshoes along today, because we're gonna head up to the mountains. We're gonna strap on our snowshoes and we're gonna have some fun exploring and adventuring. So let's go for another short trip on the island. Well, welcome to Strathcona Park. It's a provincial park here in the central part of the island. It's the oldest park on Vancouver Island. It was kind of set aside initially in 1911. It's also the largest park in Vancouver Island at almost 250,000 hectares in size. It's kind of broken into two areas, and I'm in kind of the Forbidden Plateau, as they call it, section of the park here. And it's Paradise Meadows where we've been snowshoeing around today. It's accessed through the Mount Washington ski resort, and you kind of come down to the Nordic Lodge, and you come down into the Paradise Meadows area, Strathcona Park area that Mount Washington is kind of located right on the edge of here. It's an absolutely gorgeous place, whether you're here in the summertime, whether you're exploring like we are today in the wintertime, whether it's cross-country skiing, whether it is snowshoeing. This is an incredible playground of wonder here in the wintertime on Vancouver Island. The Strathcona Park is, as a whole, an incredible place to explore. And some of the mountains in the park have snow all year round, and some of the places really are only accessible in the summertime. Tons of camping, tons of hiking. It's an amazing place, and I'm so excited to be taking you here today and showing you the wonder of it. Now that we've got our snowshoes strapped on, let's spend some time exploring. As we've gone twisting and turning through the trees, there's been so much to see. I think the variety, whether it's green, easy, blue, a little bit more intermediate, or black advanced snowshoeing trails here in the park, there's something for everyone here. And when you're done on day one of snowshoeing, you can stick on a pair of cross-country skis the next day and experience a whole different side of it. And then come back even in the summertime, and there's so much more. The meadows today are just absolutely gorgeous out. The sun is shining. It was a little bit cloudier earlier. The sun's come out now, and it is so incredibly beautiful. While the park is the largest on the island, it's part of a much larger provincial picture. British Columbia has over 700 national and provincial parks, plus many regional parks. And of the provincial parks, almost 200 offer camping facilities, including those located on the shores of the largest body of water in the park, Buttle Lake, which is about 23 kilometers long and about 1.5 kilometers wide. The park also encompasses 4 of the 5 tallest mountain peaks on Vancouver Island. In terms of wildlife, there's a wide variety, but of note is the endangered Vancouver Island marmot, one of the rarest mammals in the world, which, thankfully, has been making a comeback over the last decade, thanks in part to focused recovery efforts. To have Strathcona Park in our very own backyard is an absolute treasure. One of the great things about snowshoeing here on Mount Washington is you get to go places that otherwise you just wouldn't be able to experience in the summertime when you'd be hiking, for example. This vista is something you can see in the summer, but now in the winter, to experience it with the snow starting to fall and the fog hanging and all the white stuff on the ground gives you an incredibly different experience than you'd ever have an opportunity to see any other time of the year. It's one of the reasons I love snowshoeing here on Vancouver Island. Well, fitting a variety of different outdoor experiences into a 24-hour period is something unique that Vancouver Island offers. For example, people will spend time on the west coast surfing. They'll be over here in Strathcona Park up in the mountains snowshoeing like we are today. They'll be down on the beaches of the east coast or maybe inland at some of the beautiful rivers or waterfalls. In the wintertime, just like in the summertime, this wondrous place offers so much to people who are interested in getting outdoors, getting off their couch, and just exploring all that is here. And here at the mountain, it's the same way. We've spent time snowshoeing today. We could have done some cross-country skiing. That's offered here on the Nordic side of the mountain. Up in the Alpine area, there's downhill skiing, there's snowboarding. We've talked about that already. You can go tubing on the mountain. There's so much variety just right here. It is an outdoor playground like no other. And I'm really excited that today I got to share just another little aspect of it with you. I hope you're getting the sense as we go through this exploration of Vancouver Island's winters here this season, how much this place has to offer. Considering it's about 32,000 square kilometers of island in the Pacific Ocean, there's so much to experience. And we've got a little bit left. On our next episode, we're gonna be heading back into the mountains, but hopefully a little less snow. We're gonna be lower down in the mountains for some mountain biking with some new friends, and also heading indoors to a really unique BMX wintertime bike park. I hope you'll join me for that, just like you have been this entire series. Vancouver Island's Winter Wonderland. Let's go.
Lightning in